Hello everyone, welcome back to host-tune-perform.com. So as of now we have discovered these three chapters and now we will go ahead with JMeter's tutorial series. Before going and jumping towards recording your first script, let us understand what is URL and HTTP methods. To be precise, it is very important for you to understand these two topics because they will be used everywhere in JMeter and knowing them is very important. So in last chapter we have already studied and we had already set up WebTor, which was a server, and you know that we will have to open a web browser and type in this URL and hit enter to go to the first page of your web browser, of your web server. So the point to be noted over here is this localhost. Now we are talking about understanding URL. So this is where we type in the URL of our website, and our website URL is this, and which starts with localhost :1080 webtor index.html. So let us forget about this part of the URL and first understand this part of the URL. So this is the IP address, which is the localhost. Why we are saying localhost? It is because we know that our JMeter and server are on the same machine. So we have installed and we have put JMeter and server on the same machine, which means our client and server are on the same machine. So what this localhost means? It means that this web browser is hitting the request back to the same machine, which is this. Now instead of this localhost, I will go ahead and use 127.0.0.1. You can see over here I have not changed anything. The only thing which is changed is instead of localhost I am using 127.0.0.1, which is loopback address. So I press enter, we again get the same screen. So this is the IP address which can be interchanged with localhost. It is like how the operating system, the Windows operating system is made. While making it, they decided to keep 127.0.0.1 as loopback address. What loopback means? Whenever someone tries to ping to this address, they will come back to the same system. So we are on this system. It means that this IP address also denotes this system. Again, localhost also denotes this system. Our server WebTor is set up to listen on 1080. I will just show it to you. If you go to WebTor, go to config file and httpd and edit over here. You control F, you find LISCEN listen. So you can see over here that this server is configured to listen on port 1080. The third tab is which contains an IP address, that is 192.168.0.197, and I press enter and I see that it does not connect to WebTor. Why I have added this? So this will look like to be a random IP address to you. Why I have added this, I will just tell you. So you just see my screen and you will be able to see that I am not connected to internet as of now. You see that I do not have any internet. Now I will go ahead and connect to internet. That will be my Wi-Fi. So you see that I connected to the internet and this page came back. Now how this page came back, I will tell you that. So I go to command prompt and I just type it ipconfig. Most of you must know what is ipconfig. ipconfig is a tool which gives you the IP address of your system. So you can see that I am connected to my LAN using Wi-Fi and my IP address is 192.168.0.197. Previously I was not connected to the IP address, so I was not getting it. Now because this current system on which I do have Apache JMeter and WebTor both, which behaves as client and server both, it has both the things, and my IP address of this system is this. So what is happening over here is, like when I type in this URL goes to my Wi-Fi device and my Wi-Fi device redirects it to my PC, this PC. So when I am connected to Wi-Fi, it is working fine, and when I was not connected to Wi-Fi, it was not working fine. So this is all about like the localhost, which is the first part, and the port, which is the second part. Second thing which I want to discuss is the like something more on port is, I will just go and hit www.google.com and press enter. So you will see over here that this google.com is on HTTPS. So this is like worldwidely used. You will have to grasp it, learn it, that HTTPS always, like you can see over here we only have the domain, but we do not have any port. So it is worldwide known that HTTPS request will go to port 443 and HTTP request will go to 80. The actual format of any URL is this. So scheme here can be HTTP or HTTPS because we are using web browser, and web browser is is used to operate on HTTP or HTTPS. Then we have prefix, domain or port. So domain can be google.com. So this domain actually converts itself into a IP address and port number via a domain name server system. You do not need to go deep into it. You just need to understand that this is a representation of this IP address, and as it is on S, so this will go to 443, but we have set up our server on 1080 web 2, so we are using this port, and this is how it is written: first IP, then colon, then the port number. Now we will go ahead and discuss about these things. So this is the path. So till here we have reached the system. It means till here we have reached our system. We are on this system, that is the server. As we have the client and server both on the same machine, so we can say that we have reached this system till this point. Now how do computer know, like how do system know where the file is kept? So this is the path of the file, which says that after reaching the system you need to go to webtours and then index.html. So we go to webtour, then we go to htdocs, then this is the webtour. This webtour is this webtour, if you see it, this is this webtour, and then we are going to index.htm, which is this index.htm. Then if you go to sign up page, it also shows as index.htm. It does not change, it should have changed. I will open it in another browser. There might be some issue with the browser. I open it over here. You can see that it goes to CGI login.pl. So you know that it goes to CGI bin, then login.pl, CGI bin, then login.pl. Now again I am going to administrator link. So this is the path to the server: CGI bin, then admin.pl, again bin, then admin.pl, which is here. So you know like how actually this is like just the path of the file, and this is like till here we have already reached the system, and then this is the path of the file. Now I will go ahead and like tell you one more thing, which is about HTTP methods, which is also an important thing about this class. So to understand this, I am opening Firefox because it is a easy to go tool, and like it has a better representation as per me. You can choose any tool you want. Just Control V. I will press F12. You know what is the purpose of F12. So now I will hit enter, and in memory you can see that this is a GET request. So that this is also widely known that anything you write over here and press enter, it will only be a GET request. But now I will go and sign up. I will say Anand, then password kuch, and another password, and I am clearing this, and I say continue. So you see that we have got a method which is post, but we have not got this post method after like typing in something over here and then pressing enter. If you press type in a URL and press enter, you will only get method, and but if you're filling up forms, you get a post method. What is the difference between get and post? Get means you are getting something from the server. It means that there is a file index.html which is kept on the server. I recently showed it to you, and you're getting it from the server and displaying it on the web browser. Putting is like you are putting up the information. You just registered and you want this information to go back to the server, so this is put. So in get you get a response body, but in put we have a request body because we are putting up like posting up things. So there are some basic types of HTTP methods which I have like written over here, the mostly used are get and post. So get is to get the resource, put is to put the resource to the server. Now post is to put the resource on the server. Now there are two more HTTP methods. One is put and another is delete. Delete is to delete some resource from the server. It means that if we want to delete the index.html file, we just need to change the method type to delete and then send the same request like this to the server. How can we send it? That is a different aspect. You just need to understand the glimpse of these methods, which are get, post, put, delete. Post and put are very similar, and like the only thing is post is used to create and put is used to update. And like it is very important as a performance engineer for you to understand the meaning of and the difference between post and put. So I have like just giving you an example. So it says that when you are creating a device, you need to use post, and when you are updating a device with an ID, you need to use put. So what is the difference between these two? So post is something in which same command multiple times, then it will reiterate those commands and try to create the device again and again and again and again. So this might give you error, and this might even like create burden on the system. But put is something like which if you give the same command multiple times, it will run only once. So it is something like which does not repeat itself for the same type of command. So this is why we use it for update, and we use post for creating something, because we understand that something new is to be done by post and something which is already present and needs just an update is to be done by put. So these were the common things which you should understand like before going forward and recording your JMeter script. Hope you have got some glimpse. Thank you so much. Have a great day.